Hey everybody. So you've probably seen this video going around viral. Yo, let's go ahead and check it and I want to talk about it.
Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division 1 Power 5 football teams, and they start, they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps for her hair and nails. I said, oh. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and that. She would get mad talking about why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money. But while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Kava bowl, double chicken, right?
Okay. Let's go ahead and get to what he's saying. Oh, about the bros. Yeah. Here's one thing I will say. Ladies and gentlemen, black women, don't fall for the BS. Who cares what they think? Because let me tell you something. Black women have set up here and struggled with black men, and what you got to show for it? Disrespect, hatred, poverty. Black women been sitting up here even now sacrificing, oh, get pregnant by them, and then I don't want to put them on child support. You've been standing by them, picking them up, trying to knock off that dust, and they still, as a collective, won't provide for you. So who cares? So first of all, when he said about asking cash apps for what, hair appointments and nails, well, you do know, idiot, that a lot of men, when they can afford it, unless it's a broke dust bucket, there's a thing called like an allowance, expenses. Most men try to provide that for the women, like you really doing something. That's why I'll be so glad when black women in particular can get it through their heads. We need an international cleanup day. If he's not bringing in no coins, if he has not bringing in any income, he cannot help support you. He got to go. Roommate with benefits not quite working out for you. So he mentions how, and there's a longer video about this, how like, the white women, they'll, for ice cream and go out for some coffee and things like that. Some of these kings, some of these bootleg dust bucket kings say the dumbest things. Let's go ahead and talk about what they're not telling you, bro. What they're not telling you is everybody know that most of these dust buckets are low budget. Okay, they don't come from anything. The seed of poverty, they just trickling down, generational poverty. Most of them know that they're low budget. Most of these athletes, man, they come from very poor homes. Are you surprised? As a collective, these men are at the bottom of the barrel. Our group is. So big whoop. So they know that there are some cheapskates. Most of them couldn't make it without mama or their baby mama or big mama. So the women know what they're working with. They know the psychology of a dust bucket when they see one. So here's what they're not telling you. Becky may play that game for a little bit. Oh, let me guess. Next thing you know, he think, oh man, she's in my corner. She really wants me for me. Yeah, until she ends up with 2.5 kids and decides to go ahead and get that divorce, you see. Then we're going to see how Becky is just going to want to walk away with maybe some. Let's see if Becky then, or non-black women, if they're willing to walk away with maybe just some coffee money. Let's see if they're willing to walk away with just some ice cream money. Have you seen one to marry one of these black men, especially an athlete? Have you seen one to marry one and then turn around and go, well, we're going to go ahead and get a divorce now, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave with coffee money or donut money? Have you seen one refuse that bag? No, it's guaranteed. Boy, these Dusties, they are some real dummies. Have you seen one yet? And this may be a way to get in. And the fools falling forward each time. This could be a way to get in because they know they don't come from much. They're not the kind that's come from, oh, my sister at the debutante ball. Are you kidding? Are you like really serious? They already know that the men pretty much leech Off the women, you think? Most black women right now would have more money if they didn't care to see the poverty D and deal with these dusties. I kid you not. But hey, trust in dust if you must. What they're not telling you is once they get in, because he's like, oh man, I know she loved me for me. She gonna leave it more than hair and nail money when she gets some kids and divorce them. She will leave with more in hair and nail money. She's playing the long game, dum dum. Don't you find it funny how they'll say, oh, and those women are so submissive. They're so submissive. Yeah, to get in. But what I'm trying to understand is it seems to me that somehow the dismissiveness, it seems to end when they get into that courtroom. When they get into that courtroom with those divorce papers, all of a sudden, she's a boss chick and leaving with a boss chick. That's what they're not telling you. They understand their place, stand in lane. Again, once she get those papers signed and leave with some kids, yes, her lane is in the divorce attorney lane. Well, more than likely it'll be Brad as her lawyer and Brad at the bench. We're gonna then see if she's willing to go ahead and leave with some ice cream, kava money, Chipotle money, maybe Chipotle franchise money. But honey, she ain't leaving with no Chipotle bowl money or 3 taco money. She leaving with a bag. It just shows you how simple minded they are. It's embarrassing for them. So, black women, you've been sitting up here struggling with it forever, sitting up here going on 2 for 20 dates. What these men have to offer you? Look at your life, especially if you have children by married or single. Look at your life before, and you may have some that are doing well. Good for you. That's not the norm. But as a collective, look at their life, the lifestyle before you entertain a Dustin, have his kids, and afterwards. I bet you have less money. Your credit score might go down. So don't let them try to sit up here to come up with this message for you to so well. I'm gonna go ahead and do without. No, that's the problem. Black women are always doing without with them. Black women been doing without. Why? Because they're with the black men, the dust buckets. So Becky may play that, and Miss Wong and Beckalina, Beckisha, that's probably to get in. They know there's some cheap busters, haven't been raised with a dime like other men. But they're not saying let's fast forward after that marriage. I mean, they get dumber and dumber by the day. I keep telling you, the other group they have a playbook. Let's fast forward to what happens after the marriage when she decides to go ahead and file. And in most cases, it's Becky's the one that filed it. It ain't this Negro man. It's Becky. What happens when she filed for divorce? Now let's see if she's willing to go ahead and leave with some ice cream money. Let's see, she's willing to say, well, no, I don't want to. He worked so hard. I had his children. I don't want to take his money. I'll just get a job and just pay a couple thousand in child support. And I'll get, She's leaving with a bag. And then more than likely, she'll go back and find her a Brad after she gets that bag. That's what they're not telling you. These are the same men. It's on their Sports Illustrated. Where's daddy? Even when they're wealthy, where's daddy? They are so dumb. That's why when stuff happens, just sit back, sip your tea or your coffee. Huh, interesting. Another one bites the dust. Next. So yeah, so let's fast forward to a couple of kids later, and especially when leaving the NFL or NBA, whatever the foot, wherever he's leaving, let's fast forward to what happens after that to the same black men who are only dating married white women. Let's fast forward. They know it's self-hating. They hate the little chocolate skin that they're in. They're outbreeding them. They're going to outbreed themselves. I say, great, thank you. Ooh, can you go a little bit faster? Why? As one less black woman, they can contaminate her life. I said, great, come get the rest of them. It's fine with me, honey. I applaud it. Can you go a little bit faster? That's one less fatherless home they can create with some angry seed that done dropped off on the mom me for her to raise and do everything. I think it's, yeah, wish they could go move a little bit faster. What do you bring positive to your community? Nothing. Bunch of chaos and violence. So, yes, what they're not telling you, let's talk about the aftermath of when the black athletes date, marry. Let's talk about that divorce. Let's talk about that. What happens when Becky divorces the black athlete? She leave with a bag. And all that's the Mr. Man, she'll drag his old chocolate dusty butt through the mud. She gonna get what she came for and take it back to Brad. That's the part they're leaving out. Black women, you've been accepted. Your grandmothers accepted less. Many mothers accepted less. Don't do it. If they can't provide, he needs to move his ass to the side. Bye, Clyde. Move to the side if he can't provide. Don't fall for it. Black women been struggling for too long, and what you get? Where's the return on your investment, ladies? Fatherless homes, a failed patriarch, seed of poverty D. Where's the return on your investment? I'm gonna help my man. Don't be their fool. Keep it cute and keep it cool. If he can't provide, he needs to move to the side. And I'm out.